I'm showing you my special guest. He's hunting. Okay, so he's got to go. He's got things to do. That's Dragon. He's still surprised that he's a cat. Just always has a shocked look. And it's on his face. So good morning. It's Saturday morning. It is beautiful. I'm in Minnesota. I'm waking up on the St. Croix River. And it is a beautiful day, and I'm doing my morning practice where I get up and have coffee and sit outside and just kind of let any sort of downloads about the day come to me. And I'll do some. Now my next practice is I do journaling, and that's when I start sometimes sketching. And I don't do like a formal sketch of the scene that I'm looking at. I let it be really creative. And I think for artists or just people in general, sometimes most people are creative, but they're really scared to call themselves artists. But that is part of my daily morning practice, which I have done for years and years. I had been at a job for a long time that I was feeling done with, like my time had completed there. And so one way to help me get through the day was having a good having a good morning routine to ground me before the day started, and I would jump into like a routine that I just was not feeling anymore. But I needed that creative visualization time to see glimmers of like what's next, and then even to feel it in my body. I think that we need to feel those, feel that joy and tap into that feeling, and then work and find things that can help us feel that way in a daily routine, and not necessarily a job or relationships, but it also could be like knowing that, oh, this career or this path or this volunteer work is really lighting me up. And I always talk about that as like, what is going to get me out of bed in the morning? And today, Dragon and Chance were just snuggle bugs, and they did not want me to get out of bed. But it's so pretty, so I will do the drawing next. And then I'm also giving myself, my plans had changed. I was supposed to have a guest come, and they weren't able to come, which is fine. So I had met with a friend this week who had done an art residency. I think she was there for 2 weeks with other artists. And I started getting that feeling, and it's not a jealous feeling, but it was like, oh, I want that. I need that time just to create. And she told me about like that it, really gets rid of the daily activities, which sometimes the daily activities can help be a good framework. Like, I need to do this, this, and this. I only have this time for painting. I'm going to get it done. But in her case, it was really nice because she got to focus on a body of work for a period of time for an upcoming exhibit. And then those pieces got accepted into a show. So I'm like, I need to do that. Oh, Chance is here now. Want to say hi, buddy? He's got blue eyes too. Try not to get cat butt. That's not a good morning hello. Well, we'll see what we can do. Sorry. Real life. Okay, we're gonna avoid butt, cat butt. Oh man. Now I'm doing sharpening. But that residency is something that I'm feeling that I've done traditional plein air for a long time, and I really love it. And I recently did a plein air competition, and I just was there like, have I completed my time with this? And maybe I just need a break. Maybe I need to do something different. So right now I am doing a 30-day expansion challenge. It's kind of part of a group that I have done it a long time ago in painting school. We did a 30-day challenge with the group I was with there, and it really got me going. It got me painting during the day when I was working. And then this artist group that I belong to, we meet virtually, and they're doing a painting challenge. But then I have painting students who have asked about it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just, every group I'm with kind of reinvents it. There's cats running around. And so I am reinventing it for my group of people to be an expansion challenge. So like I said before, I mentioned in another video about, we get into routines where we kind of like, I do have a morning routine, which routine can be good, but we meet with the same people or go to the same coffee shop. So also bringing in, so like, what's one new place you could go to today, one new coffee shop, or talk to one new person. And you know, when we slowly grow out of our comfort zone, we can change our path and we can see other things that are out there. And so when we're wanting to change a career or something in our life, sometimes it starts really small. And again, when I was feeling that stuck feeling, I think it was about 2018, 2019, and I was like, ugh, I had found a painting group that I loved, and that was helping me. And then I decided to do yoga teacher training. That helped me too. But I would go to this coffee shop and it just felt uplifting and good. And I met so many people there. And it was just that one little tweak in my day that really changed everything. And then I was like, oh, well, first I was there one day and I was like, I'm ready to go and take classes. And then I looked on the table right there, and there was a advertisement for painting classes, which was like 20 minutes from my house with a really good painter, exactly what I wanted to do. And in that moment too, I was just talking to a friend about creating serendipitous moments, but we have to align ourselves and be in the places that align with us for me just to grab, like, oh, painting school. So if we're really out of alignment and we're really far out there, those things are going to be harder to come to us because we're not with like the places and people that are lighting us up. So if we can kind of get ourselves on track, then all of a sudden it's amazing what opens up to us. So that is when 2019, I started with meditation, and it really opened me up to a different type of creative process. Is why am I painting outside? Asking myself a lot of questions too, like what is that for me? And right then I needed calm in my life. And painting outside and looking at the trees and just finding that time to relax, it's almost like an excuse just to be present and to watch how the light is hitting the trees. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking down into the river, and the light is the morning light's coming through and hitting the tops of the trees. It's really pretty. So for me, that's what plein air painting started off. And now I'm like, I want to abstract it. I was in Grand Marais last year, and there was a woman there plein air painting, and she said she was doing abstract plein air. And I'm like, wait, you can't do that. Like I had, these rules that we get passed to us and then we believe them as true. But then I was intrigued. And so now I'm like, wait, can I do that? We have to give ourselves permission. Or in the group that I'm working with, they're very supportive. And I want to create that. I'm trying to create that in my I am creating that right now with my students, as being very supportive of a vision. So I think I've completed 6 or 7 pretty abstract paintings that have won. The first 5 are just kind of shapes, and then now I'm bringing in abstract and playing with it. And I think play is a big part of our lives that hasn't gotten as much credit and importance as it needs to be too. Like weaving in play every day. Like what's one new place I can go? What's something I can do to play today? I would love to hear your ideas and thoughts, and something that you might try, and having a supportive group of people that's all for it too. I'm here to promote that. No matter how small or big the community is, right? You have to go for it. And I just got done with a 3-day workshop that was really fun in my studio, and we talked a lot about Well, we touched on rules because people do get caught up in like the painting rules. And the one thing I just wanted to say about that, if you feel like you're taking classes and there's this really strict good, bad, right, wrong, I would be cautious of that. Because if you go through a museum and you look at paintings, not that that's our goal, it might be though. There's so many different styles and so many different ways to paint, and you need to find something that you're excited about, not that someone else says is right or wrong, because if we're constantly chasing that approval, at the end of the day we could be really sad because of like, oh, we did it for other people, we didn't do it because we were excited about it. So that's the morning update, everybody. I will share what I paint today. And if you want to, I think there's a way you can send any creations, paintings that you make too. I think there's like a community. I'm just looking into that. I decided to do this because I don't watch a lot of TV, but I have found a few people on YouTube that I've just really liked. Oh, here comes Dragon to say goodbye. And it's inspiring to hear like real people, real life, not made up stuff. Sometimes that's good too, but just seeing what people are doing, thoughts, ideas, and I just thought I'd share some too. Have a great day.